Welcome to English Grammar and Writing Skills course of Edupom EdTech. You're watching the video with Manisha Bedi and topic for the video is synonyms and antonyms. Synonyms and antonyms. Now you must have heard about this unit, and this unit is actually very much crucial and plays a very integral role in if you are reading in a school or in a college, or if you're about to attempt any competitive or entrance exams. Okay, so in that case, synonyms and antonyms play an important role. Even if you want to learn new words, you will come across new words and you will understand the words for a particular word. There are different words which have the similar or opposite meaning related to that given word. Okay, the synonyms and antonyms, what is the difference between synonyms and antonyms? I will talk about their differences. I will talk about the origin of synonym and antonym and their meanings and tricks to remember them. Okay, now let's talk about synonyms first. So synonyms, to remember one thing or to not get confused, always remember that synonyms start from the letter S. So S means similar or same. Okay, so synonyms means those words which share the similar or the same meaning with the given word. Okay, and synonyms and antonyms are always used together. So antonyms will be the opposite one. Antonyms with opposite. Okay, so synonyms has a Greek origin. Synonyms has the Greek origin, which comes from the word synonymum. Okay, synonymum, where it means synonym. The word synonym means similar. The words having similar or same names. Okay. For example, if I say this is a wrong answer, or if I say that this is an incorrect answer, or if I say that this is an inappropriate answer. Okay, so in every sentences, in all those three sentences, I mean the same thing, that I want to say that this is a wrong answer and you need to correct it. Okay, you need to correct it. So in all these three sentences, I mean the same thing, means wrong, incorrect and inappropriate. All these three are the synonyms. That means all of these three share the same meaning with each other. Okay, now let's talk about antonyms. What are antonyms? Antonyms again have the Greek origin, and it comes from the word anti. So it is made up of the word anti plus oni, where anti means opposite and oni means names. Okay, and I'm about to sneeze. Okay. No, I'm not sneezing. Sorry. So this is the antonym has a Greek origin, that is anti, which comes from the word anti, that is opposite, and onym, that means names. Okay, opposite names. So the words which have the opposite names. For example, if I take a line of one poem of your childhood poem, which will give you some childhood vibes, like if I say up above the world so high. Okay, don't start singing like a diamond in the sky with me, rather focus on the example here. So if I say up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Okay, now this is one given word. Now let's take one more example where I say that the temperature is below 0 degree Celsius. Okay, in this case, above and below, what are those the words? So I'm talking about above, up above the world so high, and the second sentence I'm talking about below. Okay, so above and below both have the opposites of each other. So these are antonyms. Okay, Now I hope you understand the meaning and the differences between synonyms and antonyms. Now why are they important here? What is the purpose of remembering these? Because see, it is really good, it is really interesting and fascinating and attractive when you do have a good knowledge of words. Okay, when you have plethora of words with you. Okay, when you know so many words for a particular word. For example, if I say that she is beautiful, or she is elegant, okay, she is charismatic, okay, or she is marvelous, or she is magnificent. So there are like different words, they all of them means I'm talking about that she is beautiful, I'm talking about her beauty. Okay, so all of them means synonyms. So having synonyms and antonyms and learning them helps you with two things. First of all, it will help you go through different exams, okay, because synonyms and antonyms have questions, and most of the questions are actually covered by this unit. Okay, most of the questions. Second thing, if you are into debate competition, if you are like interested in writing articles or coming over like writing blogs, most of the people are doing this right now. Okay, in that case, it is really very interesting and attractive and fascinating for the readers and the listeners. Okay, if you keep on emphasizing on the same word again and again, it really becomes very much boring for the people who are listening to you. So if you keep on using different words, it actually makes them interested. Okay, it really makes them interested and connected with you. Okay, now we are going to talk about some of the examples. Like if I say abandon, okay, now I will give the synonym and antonym of this word, and this is how you'll have to remember the synonym and antonym of each word. Okay, so what are the synonyms of abandon? The synonyms are desert, forsake, leave, or disown. Okay, and what is the antonym or opposite of this? Abandon will be retain, continue, maintain, और cherish. ठीक है, cherish, retain, continue and maintain. These all are the antonyms for the word, for the given word abandon, and synonyms are desert, forsake, leave, disown. Okay.